Okay, folks, this is Phyllis. I'm back again. This is where the mass production begins. After you've cut out all of your material, after you've put them face to face, and you made sure that you left the top open, okay? Make sure the top is open and make sure it's the top. Make sure that that all around your tote bag, this is up and this is facing up. And these are facing up and all of these are facing up, okay? So you've got, you stitched front sides to front sides with it open at the top. And we boxed all of our corners. And look, if you boxed your corner correctly, you're going to see that this seam lines up with that seam. On this one, not so much. I didn't do a good job. But I did as good as I could. Okay, now, after you, and you have to have, I have 4 of these. I have 4 of these, and each one of these, I've got this side opening because this is where you slip the front of your bag through. And here's my side opening on here, and here's my side opening on here. I attached the handles. I just barely, am I showing you right? I just barely just attached, sewed this top of the handle on so I wouldn't have to deal with the, I didn't want to have to deal with the pins. So now with the handles, and I only have enough handles for 2. These 2, I've got to wait for more material. But on these 2, I place them inside so that the right side of the bag is facing the right side of the liner. See how I'm slipping that in there? Okay. I just keep on slipping this in here. And the reason I called it mass produce is because you just get it's so much easier to get all of them lined up at once. Make sure you tuck your handle inside, okay? So here we go. The handle's tucked in. And you have to line this seam up, okay? This seam lines up with this seam. Now, if there's any extra that you have to take up, you want to take it. If there's extra, like I think I'm going to pin this because I like the way pins act on the sewing machine. If I pin this up and there's a little play right here, I'm going to put the play towards the seam. Let me use pins here. I'm just going to do this one on camera. I don't need to do all of them for you. Well, because I've already done them. This is all I have to do to each one. So I don't start sewing right at the seam. I start a little after or a little before. In this case, this looks so good. I'm going to start sewing right here and go around 1/4 of an inch all the way around. And that will also secure the, you know, I might have to get my son in here to show me how to position my cameras, because I just can't seem to do it correctly. My bread is ready to be put in the oven. Here, let's have a bread fest. Look, I can do all of this on one video. Check this out. All right, here we go. Is that not beautiful? We're just gonna slide that in there. Check that out. And that's gotta cook for 25 to 30 minutes. Hey Siri, set timer for 30 minutes. Hey Siri, set timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, counting down.
Okay, did you like that little interview? The interlude, I might cut that out, but if I didn't, you'll know why. I couldn't figure it out. So here we go. I'm just going to start sewing a little bit before I get to the seam. And it doesn't matter. It's always better to have this on top so that you don't worry about it being on the bottom and getting caught in your machine. That's I've done that before, and it's not fun. It's really not any fun at all. So I'm going 1/4 of an inch. .2-inch stitch. Bear with me while we go around in a circle. Here we go round and, oh, no, remember that song? Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush. Whoops. Better quit singing and pay attention to what I'm doing. Now let that needle throw me totally off. All right, quit singing and let's get to sewing. I'm going to back tack over that seam just because it's a seam. I didn't like the way it looked. It didn't look real secure to me. here we go. Now we're going to pull this through. Are you seeing that? Yeah, if I keep my hands down, you'll see it. Okay. All right. Now here we go. Now I have to sew this up. Just turn it under like that. See how I do that? I just kind of turned it under. I hope you can see that. Look, I'm not going to move the camera. Oh boy, I'm just going to sing to you over here while I stitch. Singing while I stitch. I'm singing while I stitch. I don't know which is which, 'cause I'm singing while I stitch. I'm in a weird mood because I'm a little embarrassed. Someone did not understand my last video. And I wish I'd done that in black thread instead of white. That's okay. Someone didn't understand my last video that I was just trying to give you the setup. I was trying to give you the setup for how to mass produce these bags. And this person, understandably, didn't understand how I could talk about mass producing tote bags when I didn't produce a single one. Makes sense to me, I tell you. All right, now what we're going to do, and I think you can see that once we do this, our tote bag is complete. So let's do this top stitching, and I think you'll have everything you need to know how to do a tote bag. I've gone over tote bags with you so many times. Zipper bags are next. Yep. I know it. Now this is, you know what, to make this easier, I'm actually going to pull this right side out. Come on. I'm going to pull this right side out because it's so hard to top stitch with something on from the underneath. You always want to have this on top if you can. If you can't, and there are situations when you can't do it, but I always try to make it happen. Now these straps are secure because I sewed them in once to secure them, and then they've gotten sewn in again. So this top stitch is going to be just, I'm going to start on this, I'm going to start on this strap. It's just 1/8 of an inch, okay? Just a bare 1/8 of an inch. Top stitching all the way around the bag. And this is not something you want to do fast because this is going to be the very finishing touch. So you want it to stay 1/8 of an inch all the way around. You want to take great care with this. This is the stitch that matters. I am praising Yahusha because plans are in the making for my husband and I, well, for me to get my cataracts. And for me to get my cataracts worked on. And I'll actually be able to see what I'm doing instead of guessing. That was one of the questions I had to answer to get it qualified under Medicare is, does it influence your way of living? And yeah, because I'm a seamstress and I can't see the stove. Well, I can see. But you know, Yahusha can heal my eyes. It's a very common procedure. I'm not worried at all. But it's over a month away. No, it is exactly a month away now. It's on the 30th of this month. So I won't be putting out any videos for a couple days. Okay, I've gone almost all the way around. There you have it, folks. You know what? You could improve on this very much by taking this liner and before you sew it together, or you can rip out the stitches right now and you can put a pocket on the, on the inside. You could put a pocket in there and make this a tote bag with a pocket. But I've got this one, I've got to get handles for these two, and I have to finish sewing this one up. But I have one completed tote bag, and look what else I have. I have these tote bags, and I have these tote bags. These are made a little differently. I like this. I think having the handle, whoops, you can't see me. I think having the handle inside makes it look a little better. This tote bag's a little bit smaller, just a tiny bit. But I like my tote bags. And I got my bread in the oven. So, I don't know what to do with all these tote bags. They're perfect for carrying around the BY&V. There's room in each one of these for BY&V and Fossilized Customs. I might have to put them on my website, toyzone.net. I don't know. Or maybe start another website. What do you all think? Any ideas about what to do with these tote bags? Well, there you have it. If you have any questions, I'd love for you to let me know if you've finished a tote bag. Okay? Please. I love you. Remember, keep the commandments and be the bride. Shalom.